I'm going to be doing a Titania exterior shield clear coat application, but first I need to detail the car and make sure the appearance is perfect before I lock it in. The paint on this car is 12 years old, has 150,000 miles on it. It's been cleaned regularly but never fully detailed. There's plenty of holograms, swirl marks. The headlights are faded. There are a few places where there are scratches that went down to the primer, and I filled them in a little bit with black paint, so they're going to stand out. What we're going to do is detail this car, remove all the swirl patterns, shine the tires, clean the alloy wheels, make sure this car is looking perfect before we clear coat it with Titania. The first part of this process is removing all of the imperfections in the paint with the clay bar and Formula NTS surface spray. This is going to prep the surface, make it smooth, make everything ready for our paint correction system. You can really feel the difference in the surface once all of the imperfections are removed. The Formula NTS paint correction system is a 5-step process. It uses 2 compounds and 2 polishes, and finally an Ultra Seal and Protect high gloss sealant. All of these products are water-based. There's no silicone, no waxes. They're all color-coded. As you progress through steps 1, 2, 3, 4, the products get lighter. Even if I let the high-speed buffer sit in one spot, the product is so light it doesn't burn through to the paint. It doesn't create holograms. It's almost foolproof. You have to try and screw up the paint. Once I've finished with all 4 steps, I'm going to use the surface spray to wipe away any residue and leave behind a high gloss shine. The difference here is clear. There are still some deep scratches that went down to the primer that I wasn't able to correct, but you can definitely tell the difference between the left side and the right side. For the headlight restoration, I use step 1 to remove all of the haze and oxidation, and step 4 just to give it a nice high gloss shine. Now all that's left to do is the rest of the car. Clay bar, steps 1 through 4, and the high gloss shine. Step 1 is the thickest compound, and it's probably the step that you'll spend the most time on. Step 2 is a cross between a compound and a polish. You still want to remove the scratches and swirl marks, but you want to start building in a high gloss shine. As you move on to the final polishes, you're going to notice that the product becomes a lot thinner, it's easier to work with, it spreads across the surface a lot easier, and it clears up faster. I know this is a long process, so I'm going to speed up the film here just so we can get through the paint correction system. Now that the paint correction process is done and the paint looks great, we need to clean up the tires and the trim before I lock it in with Titania. This tire product is also water-based and is designed to prolong the life of your tires and protect them from UV fading. I use Tire Protect and Shine Black when the tires are faded and grayed from time and oxidation. This restores the natural black color into the tire and produces a light shine without giving it that overly wet, glossy look. The product dries in minutes. It's dry to the touch and it's designed to not sling off onto the side of the paint. Once the primary black layer is dry, I'm going to apply Tire Protect and Shine Gloss to give it a high gloss shine without an overly wet look, and it's also going to be dry to the touch and not sling off on the paint. This process is going to keep your tires looking new for 6 months to a year. Now I finished detailing the entire car and you can see the difference from before. This detail process took years off of this car. The paint looks brand new, all of the swirl patterns and holograms are gone, the tires look brand new, the trim is shiny, the headlights are clear, the surface has a high gloss shine. Now that we have this car looking just the way we want it to, now we can seal it in with Titania Exterior Shield. Once the Titania Exterior Shield clear coat layer is on, it's going to protect the paint from UV fading and oxidation, staining, weather, acid rain, bird droppings. Nothing is going to be able to stain down into this paint. And the wheels are also going to be protected from brake dust pitting, UV fading, and staining as well. Just make sure before you start the application all of the grease smudges are off of the paint, fingerprints are off of the glass. Titania will lock in everything underneath it, and once it's dry, you won't be able to remove them. This is a clear coat designed to lock in the appearance and prevent UV fading and oxidation. Once the Titania product is on the surface, it doesn't affect the shine or the haze, it doesn't create a film, it doesn't turn yellow or white over time. It's just going to lock in the appearance for years down the road. Titania dries into a long-lasting, invisible, clear coating. It does not affect the shine of the paint, and it's going to stop UV fading, oxidation, staining. The Titania product is safe to apply on any surface. It's non-toxic, so there's no need to wear any protective masks or gear. All of the Titania products are sprayed out as a superfine mist, and it's important to spray them in a crosshatch pattern, left to right and up and down, so every inch is covered. Always carry a cloth with you in case there's any overspray. Stay about a foot away from the surface. If you get too close or move a little too slow, you're going to see the product start to run, and when that dries, it's going to look like a permanent white streak. Be careful when you're applying onto glass and mirrors. Just do one pass because any buildup is going to show off more on a mirrored surface. Just make sure that while you're applying the product that every inch is covered and that there's no overspray.